cybersecurity, stem cell scientist, Smartbot360, StarNav, and more. Welcome to Weekly Wire Roundup number 12. I'm your host, Various Smith III. This video newsletter is a wrap-up of articles, news, and events around the Inland Empire and part of Startempire Wire, an aggregate location on the web dedicated to connecting you with the best startups, people, and events in the Inland Empire. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and join our email list at startempirewire.com. Now, the news. The first article we wrote about on the website was Cal State University San Bernardino to use NASA's $3 million grant to build cybersecurity talent. Cal State University San Bernardino has gotten immense support from government agencies and other philanthropic organizations in propping up cybersecurity talent in our country. Our country lacks approximately 500,000 professionals in the cybersecurity field. The grant aims to help CSUSB continue its Cyber Corps Scholarship for Service program. The scholarship covers tuition and books paid for, and students receive a stipend of $25,000 per year for undergraduate and $34,000 per year for graduate students. Great program. Check it out about what CSUSB is doing for cybersecurity professionals who are up and coming. The second article we talked about was the Cheech Marin Center, Chicano art coming to Riverside, California in May 2023. Cool article about an absolutely amazing Chicano art museum coming to Riverside. It will be located downtown in Riverside's historic core, adjacent to the Mission Inn Hotel and Spa and the cultural hub of the inland Southern California. So if you've ever been in that area, there's the art museum that's sort of by that as well, directly off of Lime Street. The Riverside Art Museum will host a new art center around Chicano art. It was the success of this art exhibition by Marin that enticed the Riverside Art Museum and city administration to invite him to permanently have a place in the museum for his Chicano art. The arrival of this emerging art collection is exciting news for the residents of Riverside and the adjacent areas. Check that article out on the website. The third article we had on the website this week was UC Riverside obtains $5 million to train stem cell students. The University of Riverside, California, will use the grant to train young scientists and physicians in stem cell research. Research America, a nonprofit medical and health research advocacy alliance, documented the history of stem cell research in America in the form of a beautiful visual. Funding for stem cell researchers and companies has been on the rise. And previously, UCR also had set up a $50 million fund to help students from lower income families. UCR is doing a whole lot for the upcoming entrepreneurs here in the Inland Empire. So go ahead and check out that article as well. Article number 4 on the website this week. Manufacturing growth induces economic recovery in the Inland Empire. So, if you know anything about the Inland Empire, we are the hub for manufacturing and logistics. And this very core of our economy is what's inducing growth here in the Inland Empire and also recovery after the shutdowns. This month, in Inland Empire's purchasing manager index PMI was 62.3, showing an increase from last month's 54.7. According to the new report by the Institute of Applied Research at Cal State University, San Bernardino, the PMI is an economic indicator based on monthly surveys of private sector companies in the manufacturing and service sectors. 5 areas monitored through this survey are production, new orders, supplier deliveries, inventory, employment prices, exports, and imports. The future months may see some deviations from this upward economic trend as labor issues, inflation, and supply chain disruptions may impact business activity. But overall, we've had recovery coming. So that's exciting. Check that article out on the website. The next thing we wanted to feature was one of the startups in our 5th article, Smartbot360, a UCR spin-off company. So this is one of the startups or the entrepreneurs at UCR Riverside site. Smartbot360 is a platform to create, manage, and share AI chatbots. Pretty cool. The platform lets companies increase the number of customers that they reach by offloading routine interactions to the AI-powered chatbots. Pretty cool. Chatbots and humans work together through easy-to-define triaging handover protocols. The platform has easily measured return on investment based on man-hours saved for customer service, something like frequently asked question bots or customer relation management, engagement, and retention. You can actually check out Smartbot in action on the Excite Riverside website. If you want to check that out, just go to their Excite Riverside website. And that's that for that startup. And finally, we want to cover one other startup, spotlight them, who this startup is in the news this week. In our 6th article, Riverside-based startup StarNav to fly new PNT technology on the T-38 jet. So this is pretty cool, pretty big breaking news. StarNav will conduct test flights of their new position navigation and timing products, or PNT products, on the U.S. Air Force T-38 jet by Test Pilot School, TPS, at Edwards Air Force Base, which is super awesome. So StarNav, great guys. Talk to them every now and then whenever I'm down at the incubator Excite Riverside. They're going to be testing this technology on the T-38 jets. The project will officially start around October 2022 and fly in March 2023 and complete in June 2023. So what they're doing is deploying their cutting edge technology to enhance GPS reliability and leverage radio signals of opportunity as a supplement or a backup to GPS. StarNav utilizes special analog and digital signal processing designs to extract PNT, position, navigation, and timing information from multiple signal types, all from a single product. Pretty freaking cool technology. So keep your eye open for that. And now for our events. This week, we're the end of November and everyone's getting ready for Thanksgiving, so I'm not surprised there are only a few events happening. We have 2. One happens on Monday, November 22nd, and that is the Entrepreneurship Crash Course. This is a virtual event, and you can check out that event on Eventbrite. It's led by an entrepreneur who is local here in the Inland Empire. That's November the 22nd. And there's one other virtual event. It is Meetup Group, which is the Multi-Robot Club online Zoom meeting. So if you're interested at all in robotics or the Robot Club here in Riverside or in the Inland Empire, check that event out. Saturday, November 27th. Those are the only 2 events happening this week. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Startempire Wire Weekly Wire Roundup. Thank you for tuning in. Have patience with us. We are bringing you more things. We're just working behind the scenes right now. Every week we're going to bring you new news. I guess the best news. If you have any insight on events that are happening in the area, or if you know of anything that's newsworthy related to the startup ecosystem, please email me at info@startempirewire.com. And I will be sure that if it is related to the startup ecosystem and it falls within the lane of what we're doing, that would get out. So thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again next week. Same place, same day, the Weekly Wire Roundup. Peace.